Good morning, everybody. Shift your mindset here with a new episode. An episode inspired by some of the comments lately, yesterday I believe. So the episode of today will be Jehovah Witnesses or ex-Jehovah Witnesses always look for the why in life. Ask yourself that question, why? And what do I mean with that? What I mean is, I was brought up in a religion like you guys maybe who are watching now, and from a young age, in a certain young age, 4 or 5 years, you always ask yourself the question, and your parents the question, why dad? Why is this? Why is that? Why is this yellow? Why is this red? Why? And somewhere on the line we stopped with questions like why. And that's the key in life. Follow the trails of why. Also, if you're older now, you're doing things and you don't want them to do. Why am I doing it? I'm doing it because, why is it because that of that? Every time you ask yourself the why, you go a level deeper inside of yourself and you can feel what's inside of you. Eventually it will come up. Not with the head, but with our feeling, with our heart. And that's what we want. Because if you are a Jehovah Witness right now, why is it that I can't study or follow higher education? Ask yourself that question. Honestly, why? What's wrong with following higher education? Then automatically our conditioned mind comes into place in the religion. Yeah, because I have to make time for Jehovah and I have to be in the ministry as much as I can. But why? Jehovah is a loving God. I use the term Jehovah now, but God is a loving God. The universe is a loving universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. It is a loving force. I believe it's already inside me. I'm part of God, like you guys are. But that's a different story. But if God is love, it's somewhere written in the Bible. His main emotion is love. And love is the highest emotion you can get. Love yourself, love other people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That kind of stuff. If God is love, what is wrong with following education? What is wrong with providing yourself and your family with money and income? Jehovah, somewhere in the Bible, said that if a man can provide for his family, he is bad. So if you go into ministry full-time, but you can't provide for your family, what's the advantage of that? Did you do something right? No. You have to provide food on the table, left or right. And if education helps you with it, to get a higher job with paid money that's better than no experience at all, why shouldn't you do it? If I follow higher education and I can earn in 3 days $2,500, euros a month, it's better to me than working full-time with a lousy job because you didn't study when you had the chance and you earn only 1,500 euros. So higher education, you can work less, you earn more, and you still have time to do what you want to do. Maybe go into the ministry or go to the park or buy an ice cream, whatever you want, I don't care. So that should be a red flag for someone. And we have to be aware in life for the red flags. Why is the Elder book so secret? I read it 2 times now, the Elder book online. There's nothing secret about it. It's just a mix of literature, what was distributed during the 100 years they exist, and some specific instructions, also not Bible based. But why are they keeping it a secret for you as a rank and file? Why? What's so special about it? What's so special about being an elder before you can give someone advice? The best advice I got in my life was from a little child who is pure, who is not conditioned yet, who is just speaking from out of his heart, of her heart. So why do we need to qualify for a certain job in the congregation to be able to encourage other people in your congregation? Why are the different levels? Because they want to occupy you with nonsense. It's pure occupying you with nonsense, and they want to keep you dumb. Because if you're dumb, then you follow the crowd. It's the same as we saw with COVID, people taking the jab, no research done, just following the media. Yeah, you do it for yourself and to protect others. Now it seems you didn't protect others because they're still vulnerable for it. Would you do it again? I didn't do it at the first place because I did my research. Luckily for me, I was working in the medical healthcare, and I knew this fast on the market isn't possible. Normally it takes 10 years to get a vaccine right, to have a proper study with all variables to sort it out. That's a different story. Also, why did the Jehovah Witnesses encourage people to take the vaccine? You couldn't go to the elder school or pioneer school without being vaccinated. Everything else they let it free to be vaccinated or not. Also with blood they don't want it, but with the vaccine it was promoted that big. That was for me also a red flag and an eye-opener for me, that I thought, now Sven, get the hell out of here. Why are they are not talking inside the congregation about child sexual abuse? They give every week a lecture on stage for you guys. If it's a little bit windy, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting outside, so we have to do with it. But why are they not giving a lecture, a talk on the public platform in the congregation about being aware of child sexual abuse within the organization? Why aren't you allowed, another red flag, why aren't you allowed to do research outside of the literature of the Jehovah Witnesses? If you're that steady, and if it's 100% the best life ever, and you're fully convinced of Jehovah's gonna save the world and we're all gonna live in a paradise, and yeah, I'm already living in paradise, but that's another story. But if you're 100% certain of it, why aren't you allowed to do research outside of the religion? Just go. See for yourself what's out there. If you are steady, if you have a good foundation, then you wouldn't be bothered by whatever people are saying, because you know this is true. Well, I said in the other video, if you focus on on getting into paradise, and nothing can stop you from that. Why aren't you allowed to research things? Because then you get another picture of the organization. Then you see it's a money machine. Then you see they bought off a case against sexual abuse. $40 million here, $60 million there, $3 million there, 150,000 fine for the lawyer because he's lying in court. Then you see a video of someone who said shunning. No, we don't shun our family. You can still talk with them and you can still hang around with them and stuff like that. That's not true, because we all know, I know, when I'm shunned, there's no one to save me, there's no one to talk to. Everybody is disappearing from my WhatsApp list. I only see gray pictures instead of photos of people. The minute I was announced at the congregation, I saw my whole WhatsApp list turn gray. Nobody speak to me ever again. My own family shunned me. So they don't want you to find out what's happening in the organization, because on the outside we have better information than you guys on the inside. How is that possible? That should be a big red flag for you guys. So red flags are all over the place. Why aren't you allowed to go and live a life you want? Why are you so monitored? So people are so obsessed with each other within the congregation. Why can't you just let someone live their own life? Why do you have, where in the Bible is stated that you have to do a certain hours of ministry to become a ministerial servant or an elder? Nowhere. So there are just a few red flags. And it's also in the life after you left the organization. We all have red flags in our life. If someone is draining my energy right now and I feel it, and it happens 1 or 2 times, I take my distance from that person. Why? I ask myself, why am I not fulfilled? Why am I feeling tired? Then I'm gonna think, and I think, oh yeah, I had a conversation on the phone with that one. He spilled it all out, all his misery, he threw it upon me. I just listened, but I felt so tired and drowned of energy after the call. So I'm gonna ask myself, why am I doing this? I wanna be happy, I wanna be joyful, I wanna relax, I wanna be in a relaxed state, I wanna be in a gratitude state, I wanna be in a joyful state. Why am I doing this to myself? Old conditioning, throw it away. The birds agree with me. We also have to look for the red flags in our own life after we've been at JW. Why was I not happy in my job? Because I did something what's not mine. I did it for someone else. It's not my passion. In the beginning I was passionate about it, but later on I lost my passion. I want to do something for myself. I want to create something for myself. That's the key. We have to find that. So look at the red flags, maybe in your work, maybe in your private life. Maybe you surround yourself with people who are draining your energy instead of giving you energy. I want to be around people who, when they enter the room, the whole room gets better. You feel the positive energy. Someone who always thinks in a solution or can assure you it's gonna be okay. It's okay. Don't stress. So we have to learn to be yourselves at all time, to be authentic, to feel and let it be what you feel. Just let it and then let it go, because it don't serve us anymore. So look out for the red flags inside the organization. Why are the letters to elders in the congregation secretly, and they just read something about it, but it is online for you to view? There aren't secrets, in my opinion. I'm honest about everything. If somebody asks me something in my private life, I just answer it. There's no problem with that. You just have to be authentic. You just have to be yourself. Why are there so many secrets inside your own organization? That would be a big red flag for you guys. Why are we shunning people? Why are we not talking to other people from another religion? What's another red flag? Why are people allowed to come to the congregation and we love bomb them? Oh, I'm so happy you're here, and a big hug, and oh, okay, come by next time, and next Sunday there's another service, there's another congregation meeting. But we never go to a church. Then it's worldly and Babylon the Great, and I don't know what's happening over there. Why are we going door to door to convince people to join us? But if they ask us to join us or to listen to our story, they run away. What's with that? If you are steady in your foundation and your love for God, no one can pull you away from that. So why all the secrets? Why all the one way? It's a one-way street for Jehovah Witnesses. And I believe it's two ways. I believe we have to respect each other. We have to not to convince each other for believing something. I like a good discussion, and it can be hard, I don't mind. But you have to let the other person live and don't judge the other person for what he or she is believing, or that what he is believing is wrong, because we don't know. 90% of my thoughts aren't what I think it is. I'm worrying about something in the future, but it's just a monster under your bed. Like I'm a child and I was thinking there's a monster under my bed or in my closet, and that's with 90% of our thoughts. So it's important to examine our thoughts if they are 100% true, because most of the time it's just a monster in a closet who prevents you from stepping out of your comfort zone. And if you are a Jehovah Witness and you're staying in the organization, it's a comfort zone. But a comfort zone today is a pit of hell, because we are too scared to take the first step into the abyss, and we think we drown or we fall or whatever. But taking a step of courage will bring you far more than staying in that golden prison, what we call comfort zone. Because 100% of the time it's not a comfort zone, because we have fear, we have doubt, we have apathy, we have anger, we have resentment, we have all those feelings. But if you go outside of your comfort zone and leave the red flags behind you, you will see there's a whole world around you with love and loving people. We can't be friends with the world, is what Jehovah's Witnesses always said to me. I quit, and I can tell you now, there are more loving people in this world who love me unconditionally than I experienced in my 35 years being a JW. If I have to call someone now, in 10 minutes someone is here. Because they take me for what I am. They know I'm not perfect. I know he's not perfect, she's not perfect, no one is perfect. But in the JW we're expecting 100% someone to be perfect. And if he wasn't, we started gossiping, You started making someone look bad to other people in the congregation. Oh, did you heard it? He and she did this. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, yeah, but we are better. No, that's also a big red flag. We are better than the world. You never experienced things in the world. You never did a genuine effort to be in this world. People here in my community are helping each other. What is a Jehovah Witness doing for someone other than a Jehovah Witness? Nothing. They are a charity organization, eh? There's no charity outside the organization. Even in the organization, when you are a JW and you're baptized, it's done. The work is finished. Before you're baptized, well, we hug each other, we love bump someone to death. But if you are one, then you're just one of them, and then all the support is gone. So people, look out for the red flags in your life, because it's for us a moment to realize and ask ourselves the question, why? Why am I not allowed to do this? Why I continue with letting someone drowning me from energy? Why am I not allowed? Why am I doing this? Why do I keep on going this route? And why don't I try that one? So follow the trails of whys. And ask yourself, after you ask yourself a why and you give yourself an answer, and it's a global answer, ask yourself why. Then you go a layer deeper, then you go a layer deeper. It's like peeling an onion, and then you come to your core self, your inner self, and that's where the goal is. Because then you will know what your purpose is here on earth, what your passion is, what makes you happy, what makes you joyful, what makes you feeling that you're alive. We have to find that feeling. That's the goal we want. And if we have that, then you are on the good track. So follow the trails of why. Keep out for the red flags. Keep your eyes out for the red flags. And ask yourself the question, why am I still believing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I allowing this? Etc. Thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful day, like here. I hope everyone doing fine. Let me know in the comments what another big red flag for you was. I surely missed something, some red flags from the organization. But if you are a Jehovah Witness, it's super important to ask yourself, why am I not allowed to do this or that? Red flags, keep an eye out for them. Thank you guys. Let me know what you think of this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And we see each other next time.